Alright, this is section 1.1 for Algebra 1. Again, we're talking about variables and expressions. First thing is we're going to go over as a variable, just a letter used to represent one or more numbers. We can plug different values in for our variable. Quantity is anything that can be measured or counted. An algebraic expression is a mathematical phrase or equation or whatever that uses one or more variables. And then a numerical expression is, again, a mathematical phrase, that uses just numbers and operations, no variables. Next thing here is when we're translating sentences into mathematical expressions. So for addition, when I see words like sum, more than, or increased, it means addition. For subtraction, difference, less than, or decreased by. Multiplication, product, times, multiplied, or of. And division, quotient, or divided by. The ones we have to pay attention to here are when I use more than and when I use less than. Because when I use more than or less than, it flips the order. All the other ones stay in the same order. With this first one, I have 8 more than a number. So instead of it being 8 plus some number y, it flips around into y plus 8. Same thing here, 4 less than a number, instead of being 4 minus a number x, it's x minus 4. So that's the only one that flips, all the others stay in the same order. So again, when I do these, so 53 more than a number, again, more than is going to flip my order, so it's going to be x plus 53. 64 less than a number is going to be x minus 64, my bad. And then 4 times x gives me 4x, and the quotient of 3 and y is 3 divided by y. These other ones get a little more tricky because we're having two separate operations. So I have 6 more than 3 times a number. Again, more than flips my sign, so I go 3 times a number x, and then plus 6. Less than and quotient, subtraction and division. So I'm going to do x divided by 4 minus 4, because it's 4 less than. And the last one is a product and sum, so multiplication and addition. This one's kind of tricky because it's the product of 8 and the sum of something. So you got to do 8 times, and then it's the sum of x plus 2. Have to use parentheses there. Down at the bottom, again, 5 times the sum of 5 and y, so 5 times parentheses 5 plus y. 6 minus twice of x would be 6 minus 2x. And the last one, 40% of, then you see the comma there, it tells us that we're doing 40% of x, then plus 2. So it would be 0.4, which is 40%, times x, and then plus 2. So again, here, what we're going to do is we're going to write out sentences from phrases. So, it's as easy as just saying it. So I have 3 times x minus 1. The second one would be x divided by 4 plus 4, or something like that. And then the last one's the only tricky one. Again, we have to make sure that it's 4 times, comma, the sum of x and 2. Or you could say the product of 4 and the sum of x plus 2, or something like that. The last thing then we're going to do is be able to write a rule, write an equation to describe a pattern. So in this one I start the year with $40 and then make $30 per week. So I'm going to write a rule for how much money I have after W number of weeks have gone by, and how much money will I have after 23 weeks. So again, I have W, which is the number of weeks that are going by, the amount of money that I have. So I go 0, 1, 2, 3. After 0 weeks, I will still have $40 because that's what I'm starting with. After 1 week, I'll have $70, which again is 40 plus 30. After the second week, I'll have $100, which is 40 plus 60. And the way I get 60 is I do 30 times 2. And then I'll have 130 here, which will be 40 plus 30 times 3. So again, the rule, since I have 2 here and 2 here, 3 here and 3 here, so basically what I'm doing is I'm doing 40 plus 30 times W, or 30W. So this is my rule, and then all I have to do is plug in 23 weeks into W to find out how much money I'll have after 23 weeks. Ends up being somewhere around $700 or something like that. I can do the same thing with this other example. And there's the homework.